Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. A few months ago, I talked to, moms in business and they shared amazing tips. And then I thought about it. I had not brought a gentleman on the channel, a dad at that. He's going to be sharing some tips to help us, as we start our businesses, what things we need to consider. But also, if we have children in business or family in business, I think this will be helpful for you. So keep watching. All right, welcome to the channel, Mr. Ngobi. I'm so excited that you are here. Please introduce yourself, tell the viewers who you are, what you do, and then we can start and get into it.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah.
My name's Mr Ngobi, Managing Director, HillCrest Insurance Brokers in Kampala. I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, and I'm happy to be here.
Amazing. Okay. So I remember when we had just met, you talked about your story, and I was intrigued a bit, about how you started, and I thought it would be important for there are young men out there, young people out there who want to start businesses. Just share with us your journey, and maybe we can learn something.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My journey started in the US, my insurance journey started in the US, in the state of Minnesota. I had gone to the US to do something else, but talking to Ugandans on the ground, they advised me to drop what I had in mind and pursue insurance training. So I did that, and when I came out of college, I managed to get a job with a very powerful company. It does own life policies. American National Insurance. And they recruited me, and the journey started. In short, I worked with them for 10 years. And I was growing old. And I had looked at my other colleagues who have grown old in the US. I said, no.
I need to do something.
I need to do something. I'm not going to retire here.
Yeah.
So I started pursuing coming back to Uganda to open up my own insurance brokerage. So I got in touch with the Insurance Regulatory Authority. At that time, they were calling it Uganda Insurance Commission. So they gave me what is required, what I need to do in order to be licensed. So in December 2010, I came back. December 9th October 2009, I came back to Uganda. Fast forward, I started pursuing how to be licensed as a broker in Uganda. It was a tedious exercise. They required a lot of things. You have to have money, you have to have fixed deposits, you have to have principal officer, you have to have what. So it took me long, but in towards the end of 2010, I managed to get a license from Insurance Regulatory Authority. And we've been running since then up to now.
So I can hear when you started, you said it was tedious and, and all these things. There are so many people who are starting out businesses. Why didn't you stop? Why didn't you say, this is hard, it's too much, it requires so much, let this go? What kept you going? I think those are some of the things young people might want to know. Remember, you've come from abroad, maybe the networks you have are no longer there, or the people you know, the relationships. So how do you actually get to start and thrive?
First of all, I have the passion. I had the passion, and I knew as long as I still have life in me, I don't want to do anything else except insurance. So that passion drove me on. The most difficult thing starting business in Uganda is finances. Very difficult.
That's key.
The banks will not help you because they don't know you.
Yeah.
You've not run your account with us for 6 months or 1 year. So that is a no-go area. Friends, once you say I'm opening insurance brokerage, they don't know what is insurance brokerage.
Yeah.
No one wants to pitch in. It is such a hassle, and it was such a hassle.
So how did you do it?
As I told you that I had passion, I was talking to everybody I met. I'm back. Hey, Peter, you are back. I'm back. What is it? I'm trying to open up an insurance brokerage. What is that? You explain, others listen, others don't want to listen. But in there, I got one old friend of mine. He listened and he said, so what does it require?
Yeah.
And I gave him the financial part. I need at least 65 million shillings to be able to secure the license and all the other things that go with it. And he told me, I don't think I have 65, but I can give you 40 million.
Wow.
I said, what?
Power of friendships.
Yes. He said, I can give you 40 million. Then I said, but I have no security to give you. I said, no.
I trust you.
You are security yourself.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Trust you. So that friend, unfortunately, is now dead.
Oh.
That friend gave me 40 million, and that was
It's pushed you.
the beginning steps of HillCrest coming into formation.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because you mentioned, he said your name is security enough.
Yes, yes.
And so many of us, I think the word of God says, a good name is more than riches.
Yes.
Because someone can rely on you. So even you as a person, character-wise, who are you, you know? And what's your brand? So that people can actually believe and trust that what you say is what it is. Okay, I love that. So when you talk about insurance brokerage, so many people, like you've mentioned, do not understand it. It's a new concept that's coming up. Kindly just break it down for us. What exactly?
Thank you. Actually, you've asked a good question. Many people up to now, I've been in the industry now over 10 years here.
Yeah.
But you'll be surprised when I say I'm going to do insurance brokerage. What is that?
Yeah.
Is it an insurance company?
Yeah, because
no.
we know the insurance company.
Are you
Now for you.
Are you an insurance agent? No.
No.
So what? We know brokers sell land. So
Yeah.
But it's our duty to continue explaining so that people know. Now, the big boys are the insurance companies.
Okay.
Those are the one on top. Below them, the insurance brokers. That is us. Now, the difference between an insurance broker and an insurance company, the company pays the claims. For us, we help process the claims on behalf of our clients.
Yeah.
This is how it works. I come to you, Lisa. I say I'm an insurance broker. I would like to insure your risks. Can you tell me what you do and what are the most biggest threat of risks that you might have? You say, okay, I have my studio here, I have that screen, I have one. So once you tell me what are your risks and we put value on them, I go to the insurance company and say, here's my client, Lisa, can you quote for me these policies for her?
Yeah.
And they say, for fire, we shall give that. For our studio, the premium will be that. For our vehicle, the premium for that. And I ask around, because we are licensed to work with all insurance companies
They are all your
that
partners.
are licensed in Uganda. An insurance agent works for one insurance company.
Okay.
That's his license. It doesn't go beyond that. An insurance broker covers all the licensed insurance. I can give you Jubilee, I can give you UAP, I can give you Sanlam, I can give you Swico. Depending on what I feel is the best professional and beneficial company for your risks.
So someone might ask, you know, why shouldn't I just go to the insurance company? What value do you offer me as a broker?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You see, most people when they buy insurance, they don't read line by line through the policies they give them. It says, I bought insurance for my car, just keep there. I've got medical insurance, just put there. Now a broker helps you to understand and internalize the policy.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't pay broker.
It's free.
It's free service. A broker is paid by insurance companies.
Okay.
It is an act of parliament. They pay us back. Even the price they give us is determined by them, the commissions that we get. IRA regulates it. IRA is Insurance Regulatory Authority. Those are our bosses.
Yeah.
They license the insurance companies, they license us, they license everybody. So you don't pay us, but we make sure that your policy is maximally beneficial to you.
Yeah.
We make sure that the rates they have charged you are the correct rates. We make sure that every angle of benefit for you has been captured. I'll give you an example. You might say, I have a medical policy. But in that medical policy, does it capture you evacuation? You know, if need be, you have to go to South Africa or Nairobi.
India,
is it captured for you? If you're in Arua and you had, for example, you had a snake bite or what have you, can you be evacuated by air to the nearest hospital in Kampala?
Yeah.
All those things. But for us, we look at every detail of what they have done for you. Number two, if you have to be compensated, you have a claim, we do that on your behalf very effectively.
You chase it for us.
Up to the time the money is in your account.
Because I've had people who are saying that, you know, times for paying, the insurance companies may not be, you know, it's a lot. But if you have someone working for you, I think it's...
Hey, because we are your consultants, we will chase that payment up to the very minute it is paid into your policy. If a claim is not payable, we will advise you that, Lisa, this claim you are putting in is not payable, and we will give you the reasons.
Yeah.
For instance, if it is a crash, we will say the one who was driving your car was underage. Because the age says 18 and above. Number two, the one who was driving your car is not underage, but he was drunk.
Yeah.
Police reports say there was alcohol content in his body. Number three, we will say they are not compensating with your car discovered didn't have tires. So the accident was caused by, because insurance pays only accident happenings. They don't pay negligence.
Yeah.
You get me? So if your car, you know that it can't go on the road, the tires are bad, don't go. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Yeah.
That's because I have insurance, they will pay.
Okay.
So all those things, we walk you through them so that you know. Secondly, we are all 24 hours. We have a line we give you, checking on you if you are then think you are missing or if you think something's not going right. So you feel very secure and confident that you have somebody, as far as insurance is concerned, it's not your problems anymore.
Yeah, I like it. And I think we end up spending less when we have someone who's going to do the due diligence and get for us the perfect policy that we need. All right, so you've mentioned that HillCrest has been 10 years over now.
Yes, I think 12 now.
Amazing, you know. Yeah, 12. And you're leading a big team. You're training them, you're leading them, and all these things. What advice would you give to someone who is, you know, managing people on how to actually do it, right?
We are like at HillCrest that I have a very young, formidable team. Most of we are about 15 now, but most of my team are, I think, between 25 to about 35, I think. Number one, we made sure that we recruit professionals. Then we have a gender balancing. At HillCrest, I think we are 50-50 ladies and men.
I like that. You know, people don't want to hire women. I don't know why.
Yes, we have. 3, we empower them to get educated. To go to, now we have what they call, what is our college? Insurance Training College. We sponsor them 100%.
Wow.
As long as what they are reading is insurance related. So at HillCrest, we've sponsored, right now we have about 70 people at school, at college. And recently, one of our girls, who happens to be my daughter, passed her diploma. She's graduating, I think, in November. So we used to pay 50%, but we decided now we pay 100% their fees. Then we bond them. After they have finished school, we bond. They have to work for HillCrest for some years before they say we are leaving. Yeah.
Okay.
Thirdly, we empower them to think and do the way they feel that it's the best way
for the company.
We are not micromanaging them.
Yes.
But every Friday, we have what we call production meeting. We all sit and everybody says what you have done for the week.
Yeah.
What you achieved for the company. From me to the lowest in the company. And those meetings have helped us a lot. So if you have a weakness, or you are pursuing Lisa, and Lisa is not good, do you need the backup?
Yeah.
Do you need
some
one
support,
of us?
someone to push through?
Yes. What is the problem? Was the quotations given right? So that's why we're having a very good production from our team. Yes.
I really like that. And I think so people can learn from that. The young generation has a lot to offer. And sometimes if we miss that, then we miss that agility, the ability to think on our feet, you know. So please, if you're looking for people, don't forget the young generation. And I really love that you're enabling them to lead themselves.
Yes.
I think that's a quality that many employers, they want to overbe on people's cases. What are you doing? You know, allow people to try out new things. So for me, I'm picking tips, you know, because I'm also employing a few people, so I am learning something. So you mentioned, you know, about managing the team. I want to touch a bit about growing the business. You know, as business, if we don't have clients, then we can't have a business. In terms of prospecting and looking for work, are there some tips you can share with people to looking for business, basically?
At HillCrest, this is how we do it. And I trained on that from the US. In the US, they train you that if you are going to do anything to do with sales and marketing, always have a pipeline.
Okay.
Before you go out through the door, write your pipeline. This is Monday. By Friday, I should have known my pipeline. Number one, I'll visit Lisa. Number two, I'll go to KCCA.
Okay.
Number three, and they encourage you to have about 10 pipelines. So if you manage to get 5 out of those 10 for the week, you've talked to them. It helps a lot. So now at HillCrest, we've encouraged everybody, all of them.
Yeah.
Each one has to have a pipeline to tell us what is your next attack next week.
Yeah.
Why do you think you will attack this? How do you know? How will you be welcomed? Do you have an inside person there? Do you have a contact, or it's just a walk-in? And if it is a walk-in, how are you going to introduce yourself? So that's how we get businesses, and we continue going. So the next Friday when we meet, you say, my pipeline of last week, I only met 2. The 8 I didn't meet.
Why?
So we encourage you to start from there and move on.
Yeah.
It's helping us.
I like that, because many business owners are sitting. They sit at the shop and wait. If someone doesn't come, if someone comes, you know. So how are you ensuring that you're bringing in income? Are you prospecting? Are you calling? Are you meeting people? Are you proposing? Write those proposals. Like, do not give up. I really, really love that. Now, you talked about having your daughter in the business. I know lots of people who are either managing family businesses or want their children to kind of grow into their line of work. How did you do it, and what advice would you give?
Okay. Actually, it was more or less accidental.
Yeah.
I have 5 sons and 3 daughters, a total of 8. So I encouraged one of my sons to come and fight the war with me. We started the company. They were all busy doing their stuff.
Their own things.
I didn't get one of them to say, okay, Daddy. One of my sons is Dagenais of NTV. I don't know. That's my youngest son. So he had just graduated. I said, now join me. He said, no, I want to pursue entertainment.
Yeah.
Then I had my eldest son, Brian. He said, no, I want to do also my own things. So I gave up on my boys. So Michelle, my daughter that I have now, When she finished college, I said, Michelle, are you going to look for a job or you can join me? And that I can join you. I said, come.
Yeah.
So Michelle came. I took her to school. That first certificate, what is it called? She did that. And we gave her to manage, to train as a claims person. And I'm telling you, she has done wonderful. Our clients are very, very happy with that. And then we sent her to school, Insurance Training College.
Yeah.
As I told you, she has just finished her diploma and she passed it very well. We will invite you for our graduation, I think next month.
Thank you. I am happy to attend.
So that's how I came to work with my daughter. Now, at work, she doesn't call me daddy. I don't call her. She says MD. MD. She calls me daddy. Maybe
at home later.
Yes. So that's we deal with that. So if you came to HillCrest, you not even know that I have a daughter there.
Yeah.
Because there is no this thing of no. She's just like any of my other staff members.
That's amazing. So just to touch a bit, you mentioned, of course, your other sons didn't, how did that make you feel? Because we have parents who are forcing, it's by force, like you must walk in this line, if not, nothing. What advice would you give them? I know they are watching.
No, the kids of today are not what we were during our young years.
Yeah.
For us, during my time, I remember your parents would tell you to do something and you have no choice. But the kids of today are very modern in their way of thinking.
Yeah.
So when you force them, it's not right.
Yeah.
Convince him. If he doesn't see that what you are telling him, or if he feels really his blood is not for it, let him be.
Yeah.
I'm happy with them because what they are doing is, Douglas is doing well. Brian is doing well. He has his bar called Bream in Charwa Jalachura. He's doing very well. And my other son is in New York. He's now a bank manager. He's doing very well. I have David. I call him Mr. Hustler, but he's doing very well.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with them.
Children take their own path.
Yes, they take their own path. So when we meet as a family, each one tells a story. I tell them mine. Michelle tells them how HillCrest is running.
Yeah.
They tell us what they are doing. And the end, it becomes very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So please, parents out there, do not force your children to become an engineer because you're an engineer. We want the things either we didn't accomplish or you want to accomplish in them. Please, let them take their own path, Exactly. I really like that. And you mentioned a bit about, setting boundaries in family business. Maybe you can speak more on it. There are people who are running businesses and maybe this person is not doing well, let's say, but then you can't fire them because now they are your son, they are your daughter, what. Is there anything you can speak about on just professionalizing that kind of relationship and allowing them also to thrive? And
that's the biggest mistake we have, I think, in Uganda.
Yeah.
Somebody starts something nice, then he recruits relatives from the village.
Yes.
He brings this, brings his son, his nephew, his what. Without regard to do they qualify to do this business? Will they be able to take it serious? And it has run a lot of business. I saw in the US, people bring in their children, but pure on merit.
Yeah.
And they will tell you, that's my daughter, she's here, but she has read this, she's right for that position. This is my son, we brought him in, but he has done A, B, C, D, which is right for that position.
Yeah.
They don't just bring that this is my nephew, this is my daughter, no. And I'm happy that I brought in Michelle and I sent her to Insurance Training College.
Yeah.
And she has now started again another course. She's going far and far, so that when I retire, I'll have somebody even far better qualified in the company. With good experience, with good training, and yes.
Yeah.
So that's what brings problem. Don't just bring somebody in your business because it's your relative or it's your son. First send him to school. Let him read that thing.
Yeah.
And if you feel that now he's qualified enough, let him come and understudy.
Yeah.
So
and
that over time, he has learned a lot. He has the training, which is academic. Now he's having the practical part of it from you. So when he combines both, he can become a good person for the business.
Amazing. So you already have someone to even
yes
leave.
But people just bring, and that's why you see these days when, God forbid, the owner who started the company, the father who passes on, you are seeing
collapses.
most of they can't go another 1 year in Kampala.
Yeah.
They collapse. Just because of that.
Oh, thank you for that. Now, I noticed, when I came to visit at HillCrest, you have a partner. And I know sometimes we cannot do things alone, so we get people who we can work with. What key tips would you give in terms of looking for the right person to walk this journey with you? So basically in partnerships, how would you advise us?
You did good to ask that question. Because when I came back, I told you, Insurance Authority insisted that I should have a person who is qualified to run as what?
Principal officer.
Principal officer. As our principal officer.
Yeah.
Then I asked them, do you have anybody you can recommend? Because I've not been in Uganda
you didn't know anyone.
Over 15 years. So I don't know. Then they told me there's a gentleman, he has retired.
Yeah.
I think he lives in Kawempe. His name's Mr. Geoffrey Obong. Trace him.
Yeah.
If you can interest him to come back in the industry, that will be a good person for you. And imagine this recommendation was coming from IRA people.
Yeah.
So I took up that information. I looked for Mr. Obong. I looked for his home in Kawempe. Eventually, I got him. When I introduced myself, he was very surprised. Peter Ngobi from US, what do you want from me? I explained. So I've got some good recommendation from people within the industry about you. I'm trying to get a license but I need your support. First of all, he's a very qualified man in insurance. He did his insurance in the late 80s in University of New Delhi. Came back, he lectured insurance. He became a general manager of insurance in Jubilee. He was a manager in the NIC.
Wow.
He was so very big experienced person. In his entire life, he has been nothing but insurance. So he refused in the beginning. Said, no.
I'm done.
I'm retired. Now I have my chicken farm. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I even need to give me a tour of his chicken. He was collecting, I think, 500 trays of eggs a day.
Wow.
But I didn't give up. Now I started looking for his wife.
Someone to influence.
So when I knew where she works, you and what? Your neighbor.
Yeah.
I went to her office, phoned her, introduced myself. I said, Madam, I've been to your home. I would like you to help me. I want your husband to come. The woman said,
strategy.
What makes you think I have influence over my husband? I said, no, but I just said I'm not giving up on him. So to cut a long story short, Mr. Obong said, I'll come in, but I'll be coming only 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So that's how we started. HillCrest.
Wow.
But over time, he has bought shares in the company. And he's a happy person. And he has done, I thank God every day for Mr. Obong. He's a wonderful person. Humble, not greedy, straight, very experienced. He's our CEO, he's our head of the technical team.
Yeah.
He oversees briefly the finance team. He's a wonderful person.
He was the right partner that you needed.
I think we would not be what we are if we didn't have him. I really appreciate Mr. Obong. He's from Lira, I'm from Busoga. But as I told you, for us, they call it the United Nations. We have our staff, we have from Teso, we have from Bali, we have Mr. Obong from Lira, we have Esther, our BDM from Lira, we have people from Boga, we are everywhere.
Everywhere.
And that has also helped us a lot.
Diversity.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much. And, you know, it's a call for you guys. For me, I always believe sometimes you can't do things alone. If you can find someone, the right person, the right fit, who is of your same value system, you've said he's a straight guy, he's not greedy. No. You know, those are all key things to look for when you're looking for a partner. So please, if you can find someone, it would be amazing. Now, as we conclude...
and there are these, sorry, Lisa, take it back a bit. I find the people say, no, I can't. Somebody has to come from my tribe to be in my key position, my company. Because if something happens to me, no, that's the wrong thing.
That's wrong.
Don't recruit people on tribal grounds. It's very, very bad. Don't recruit people on tribal. Recruit people on merit. Let him be Karamojong. Let him come from where? Sese Island. That's
as long as you can do the job.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. So lots of people I know find this insurance thing difficult. They're not understanding it. Families are out there, don't have policies, are not insured. They are living life just for, you know, and we want to give them some knowledge. As we conclude, what are some of the things, what should people know about insurance? That it's not that people are taking your money, you know, but they're adding value to you. What would you have to say to such people?
Okay. Unfortunately, insurance penetration in Uganda is still very low.
Yeah. I
think we are below 1% up to now. So that means a big chunk of population is not insuring. However, IRA and the rest of the insurance company, the big boys, are taking the word out there. I think from the time we started the HillCrest to now, I can see some beautiful growth in the industry. People are realizing it. I'll give you an example. Take instance, medical cover.
Yeah.
Most people can actually afford to pay medical insurance, but they don't see the need. Because medical, you can get medical at 700,000 to 1 million.
Per year, if you pay
per year.
Oh.
Yeah. I think at HillCrest we pay what? Is it 1,900,000 per person? But can you imagine? People live.
Yeah.
They can spend 2-3 million a weekend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Partying.
Yeah.
Then out of the blue something happens. There is no medical cover that cannot be in this guide.
Yeah. So
the family is called upon to start
fundraising.
And you know, medical is now very expensive in Uganda. Oh, Elisa, do you have 300,000?
Please.
Oh, they go even to the grandchildren. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
People should know that you need, like in the US, I'm telling you, you can't even ask your son that I'm in hospital. No, he doesn't have that money also.
Yeah, plan.
It is your insurance policy that way, I mean your medical cover, that will take care of you.
Yeah.
Funeral here. Funeral is a very cheap policy. But here, people die and you have to make meetings to collect money from relatives.
We need to stop
in the
that.
US, people have, everybody almost has this funeral insurance.
Yeah.
And in Uganda, it is there, and it is cheap.
And what is in there? Like, what will they give you?
People will come, buy your coffin. They will come and transport the body. They will come and do the grave. They will put the tents. They will bring the chairs. They will do everything.
Are you serious?
They will feed
the people.
The people.
No.
But people don't do it here.
We don't know.
Now somebody dies, even if the big man say, fundraise money, you know, the big man has died, fundraise money. Why didn't he have a funeral insurance cover? You are saying medical bill is 100 million. You remember when people were sick recently?
Yeah.
These epidemics. Yeah. People were paying 200 million, 100. Now people were fundraising. Why can't people have a medical cover? It's about 1 million shillings a year. And people can afford. Yeah,
because you're spending it doing other things.
Yes.
You're buying new shoes every day.
You can find somebody here buying a car of 200 million. He says, Peter, I've just bought this machine, but he's putting on third part.
Not comprehensive.
Not comprehensive.
Let's talk about it.
He paid 200 million for it cash.
So one accident, it's gone.
It's gone. Now, I'll give you fire policy. Fire is the cheapest policy because when you put a fire policy on this building, the building does not move.
Yeah.
Till not to go to town and come back. So in insurance, we feel it's secure.
It's safe.
So they charge it very little, man, I think 0.2% for its value. But you find after this building has come down with fire is when somebody says, Peter, you think if I had to put a fire policy on this, how much would it be?
Too late.
Then you ask him, how much is the value of the building? 500 million. You would have paid maybe 1 million. Say what?
What?
So people either they are not aware or
they're not aware.
They are negligent.
Or they've refused.
Yeah, they are negligent. Yeah. A friend of mine brought in a car and it was a weekend. He called me. Said, Peter, my machine has arrived. I said, don't drive it until Monday because we don't work on
Sunday.
And it came in Saturday at around 4. I said, just pack it since you have something
to use.
You are driving. Monday morning, we'll get it and put on cover. He goes to governor. So in the process, he tells his friends, he had it on the phone. My machine man is at home. So the friend said, no, you have to go and bring it. We must celebrate. That was around midnight. The guy, they drive home in an area. They bring the vehicle to government. And these two people buy this big drink. Now, on going back from government, Nadia roundabout there, the car overturned 3 times. So it was a total write-off.
No way.
So this guy calls me at about 5 in the night. Says, Peter, there is trouble. I said, what? I've overturned the car. I said, why? I said, don't drive the car. There's nothing that we can do. Because you can't put on cover after it has. Yeah. That's the fraud. So people are negligent like that. So he lost his entire money in that vehicle. Just that negligence.
Yeah.
Should have been patient and waited until Monday.
Yeah.
Those are the problems we have.
Guys, now you know. Just know if you can reach out to HillCrest Insurance Brokers, they can give you that information. If you want to know more, please reach out to them. Like they've mentioned, the services are free. Imagine free consultancy.
Exactly.
And the thing about people, they like free things, but when it comes to knowledge, they don't want to take them.
Yes.
Please use this opportunity. If you're following me, we are doing better. Yeah, the year is starting. We want to level up in all our different spheres of life. So please reach out to them and they will surely be of service to you. So thank you so much for being here. I think I've enjoyed the conversation. I've learned a lot. Guys, please, if you're employing people in your business, make sure that they're qualified. Don't just bring cousins from the village because you must support the future. No, support with strategy. Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Where can people find you?
We are in Bokoto off Mawanda Road, Church to Church Road, opposite St. John's Church. St. John's Church is a big church. We are right opposite it.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm on 077 88 56 297. And then I also have Airtel 0702 797 473. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Please call him and he will assist you. My name is Lisa Kusima. As always, I'm here to inspire.
Yes.